Welcome to the Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul. Your dynamic host and founder, Sue Lundquist, will bring you her own intuitive talents and gifts for co-creating, healing, and teaching. Her show, The Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul, is focused on bringing you to a higher place each week where you can leave the hustle of life at the door. So pull up a chair and join us for The Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul.
Hi, are you there?
I don't know how much help I'm going to be.
It is rainy, it is gray, it is windy. I love the wind. Do you like the wind, Benny? I love the wind.
No, hate it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a golfer. It doesn't work that way. I can play in the rain, I can play in the sun. Can't play in the rain.
You mean the wind?
Well, that's what I mean, yes. Thank you. Sorry.
I love the wind. Sorry to the golfers. I do. I love it. I love running in it. I love playing in it. And it's the wind of change.
Well, that's what I didn't see.
We need something. We need disco. We need something. I don't know. We didn't talk about this in the beginning.
I don't have it ready.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe some getting jiggy with it. Something. Poor Benny's going, oh, my God, getting jiggy with it. All right, guys. It is Tuesday. And this is the Gratitude Cafe. And we are taking calls today. Myself, Sue, and Nadine are taking calls. We are also doing a new thing where we have requested questions on the Facebook page. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. Or call in live 1-888-298-5569 or locally 425-373-5527. Again, 1-888-298-5569. And new perspective, new thoughts, new ideas. It's a new you. I want to remind all of you about, obviously, the Gratitude Cafe right here, right now, but also, excuse me, the 16-day Craziness to Clarity Challenge, and it literally is that, craziness to clarity. And I teach you a bunch of mindset tools, help you to get really clear, stand in your purpose, language boundaries, saying a respectful no, really getting clear on who you are, what you aspire to be, and how that transforms into your life, and to be able to stand purposefully. And the tools that I teach you evolve with you. And I wanted to make this very clear because literally we are all running around, honestly, and Nadine will talk to this too. We're running around. We're humans, and it's like we're running around with our head cut off. And I say that with love, but we are. It's the constant hustle and bustle. And why am I telling you this? It's because the tools that I give you, I specifically created and or made all of that because we're constantly on the go. We're constantly in that limbic frame of mindset, which is go, 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 or the fight or flight. And when you're in that state, there's not a lot of room, not a lot of energy for learning anything, having calm and peace. But these tools bring that to you, bring confidence, bring purpose, all of that good stuff. And if you want all of, these tools in the 16-day Craziness Clarity Challenge also can translate into a new loving relationship. It can translate into more money. I had a gentleman that worked, it was literally within a few minutes, and he tripled his income just by getting some clarity with me. So there is massive value here, and however that translates in your life, it's you that has to make that choice. And I'm going to be here giving you that fishing pole, and you got to do the fishing. So with that being said, go to SueLundquist.com. You'll see a little pop-up screen. Look at the information. I know that if you're there and you're listening to this and you're like, I got to do that, there's a reason you got to do it. And right now, it's $100 off. It's $49. Jump on there before December 10th. Otherwise, you're paying the full price. Plain and simple. I made it super affordable, and there's lots of little gifts that you're getting that's going to help transform you and explode that transformation already. And then you've got me one-on-one for 16 days and lots of other good, juicy stuff. I don't know what else there is to tell you, but except to do it. To get on to SueLundquist.com, do the 16-day Craziness Clarity Challenge. And before we get started, again, I want to remind all of you, we are taking calls. So 1-888-298-5569 or locally 425-373-5527. And a superstar of mine, Josh Parkinson with the Resonate brand. Resonate helps you build beautiful mobile-friendly websites. But more importantly, they help you build a web strategy that helps your business attract new customers, grow a following, and get higher in the search listings. And if you want to create an online course or membership that sells automatically without you lifting a finger, they can help you build and sell that too. Contact Resonate Web Leadership for a free consult and see what options they have for you. Go to www.resonateweb.agency. Tell Josh and his team you heard about him right here from Sue Lundquist in the Gratitude Cafe. So welcome, Nadine. Last week we spoke about the difference between codependency and empathic ability. That was pretty juicy stuff, wasn't it?
That was perfect and awesome, and I needed to hear it.
Yes, you and me both. You know, it's a constant reminder for us.
Oh, absolutely. It was so funny
What?
because, well, yesterday my sister was over at my house
Uh-oh.
and like talk about, being an empath. Ugh. So she was being an empath about her boyfriend having a bad day at work. So then she's a mess and she's in my house. So then I'm being an empath about her being a mess about her boyfriend at work.
Oh my God, you guys.
And I was like, what do you do? I tried grounding. I was cutting cords. I was smudging. I was walking away. Like I was trying everything to like get that off of me. And I couldn't. It was horrible.
Oh, so we're
But she's like, I
all
think
do it,
it's because she's my little sister too. So it's like I'm extra
Protective.
empathy for her,
Yeah.
So then, yeah, that was not fun.
I'm sorry, honey. Has it
That's
shaken off
okay.
now? We're kind of shaking
Oh,
off
yeah.
the stuff.
I've
Shake it off.
shaken it off,
Shake
but
it off.
it's one of those things, right? It's one of those things no matter how much training I have.
And to remind ourselves of that. So what's been coming up for you in the last week? I know you had a bug. Love you to
I
pieces.
did.
I hope you're feeling a little bit better.
I am feeling much better. It's just, I have little bugs called children that run around and get me sick all the time. Like we were talking about little grandbabies there. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty good. I'm really good, actually. And I don't know. What's been coming up for me mostly is just been a lot of messages for myself.
Really?
Lately, like to pay attention to and things that are coming. And, I know 2019 is going to be a really good year for me. So I'm gearing up for that and getting ready for, I'm so ready.
I am so ready. Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready for a good year. And I know everybody else is. It's so funny how every year it's like that. By the end of the year, everyone's like, okay, I'm ready for a new year.
A new year. But and you hear me talk about this. I want that evolution all the time for people. For me personally, I need to keep and sustain that forward momentum. So January 1st, yeah, it seems like it's more of a momentum because of the collective energy and everybody's focused on it. But I would hope that all of you evolve throughout the whole year, right? Don't you agree, Miss Nadine?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I always think of January 1st or like January 1st as like the biggest Monday ever.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Right?
The
Because it's always like,
biggest
I'll start
Monday
Monday.
ever. Yes.
I'll start Monday, but it's always January 1st is like the Monday of the year, the biggest Monday ever.
But this year it's on a Tuesday. Benny, we get to spend New Year's together. Are you going to be here, love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changed.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
There you
So
go.
January 1 will be right here live. And also what else is on January 1 is the second 16-day Craziness to Clarity Challenge. I had to make sure I articulated that correctly. I don't know if my cylinders aren't firing completely. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Maybe I need to go for a jog or something like that and get my
Turkey's still in your system from last week.
Yeah, I didn't have any
I
turkey.
think so.
I had 0 turkey. How about you? How was family?
It was fine.
Yeah, boys?
Yeah,
Everything good?
Mhm.
Good to go. Good.
Yep.
Christmas is on its way. Benny asked me what I'm doing Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
I'm flying to Cancun.
Ooh, for what?
Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Boom.
Boom.
Dr. D.
Dr. D. For those of you who are just tuning in, please go and check out all of his work. He's got a ton of free resources. You can find him on YouTube, drjoedispenza.com, and see where he's going to be traveling with you. So in 2018, he started doing week-long events, and I have been fortunate enough and asked and honestly trained by him to be one of his team leaders. So it is an incredible honor to be able to facilitate and to be, submerged in this energy and this change and these healings for a solid week. And I've got my team and I'm excited. I'm meeting all of them and I'll see them this weekend in Cancun for, massive healing. So go check out his work at drjoedispenza.com or look at him on YouTube. There's tons of research and information. He spent years getting a lot of data to back up the science behind what he is teaching and what he's doing and what he is achieving, and it's pretty miraculous. And I've witnessed healings right in front of my eyes, and it's so magical. So go check him out, drjoedispenza.com. Next week, we have a special guest. Sheila Wright will be on the radio show, and she is talking about transformation and change as well. And I'm excited for you guys to hear that show. And then, 16-day Craziness Clarity Challenge. If you want more purpose, more confidence, you want a feel of hope and trust yourself and your choices, have more worthiness in your life. And what about new love, new job, new relationship, and getting really clear on that? Let's jump on the 16-day Craziness Clarity Challenge with me, Sue Lundquist. Go to SueLundquist.com. Sign up for it now because it's $49, you guys. After December 10th, it goes up $100. So if you're meaning to do it now, because after December 10th, I can't do anything about that price. I'm serious, you guys. It's locked in. I'm giving you tons of opportunities, so take advantage of it. Miss Nadine. I think we're just in a funny kind of mood today.
I honestly feel like I have a Thanksgiving hangover.
Do
It's
you?
like residual turkey energy coming off of Benny. That's what it is. It might not be used to.
Oh, it's Benny's fault. That's it.
It's
Accept full
Benny's
responsibility.
residual turkey energy here.
Residual turkey energy.
It's all me.
You should see
You're right.
his
I had
face.
extra.
He looks so cute. Oh, well, we are taking calls, 1-888-298-5569, or locally 425-373-5527. Should we start off with the questions, Miss Nadine, that we got?
Sure.
All
yeah,
right.
I have some. Okay,
right.
just give me one. I got to find it in my little notes here. Just one second. Okay.
Okay.
I probably should have had that ready to go, hey?
Probably, yeah.
Probably should have.
Probably
Okay.
would have been a good idea.
You can tell us a joke
It'll
anytime.
okay,
Maybe a
here we
riddle
go.
or something.
1 second. Okay. Wendy from Calgary.
Yes.
What are some ways that spirits of loved ones show they are around?
Oh, my gosh. Signs and symbols, brothers and sisters.
That's a big one.
Huge. Great question. But that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to stand in that awareness, right? You have to be in that trust and that awareness to see those signs and symbols, whether it's
absolutely.
music,
And
a
lots of times
song.
people,
Go ahead.
Well, and lots of times people don't know what to look for either. So that's a really good question.
It is very good. And it could be a song. You could be thinking about somebody and a song comes on and you're like, oh, and they were saying, I love you, or I support you, or you're making a good choice. There's something in that song, in that moment, that they're giving you a message. It could be a feather. It could be a penny. It could be a heart rock, whatever that looks like. A hawk. I know.
A dime.
Dimes
are big.
Yeah.
Butterflies, dragonflies,
Flies. Yes.
birds.
Angels.
Yeah, lots of birds.
Hummingbirds.
Angels.
Yes. Now let's
all
talk
different
about
things.
let's talk about signs and symbols in form, because it's much easier for an energy frequency like spirit to manipulate energy, because it's the same type of it's the same frequency, high or low, whatever, but you know what I'm saying. But when you have formed, 3D objects like a penny, like a dime, leaving those human forms, that takes a lot but it takes a lot for the spirit to, convince the human they need to drop that penny, or, 5 steps forward, and then, or, knowing where you're going to be. If it's in the Target parking lot and they know that you're going to be going there, they will have had to have had 5 other humans drop that penny and nobody else pick it up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how they do it.
I don't either. I'm just trying to give some
somehow,
scenario.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I can tell you the craziest thing that happened to me the other day
Yes, please.
when it comes to spirit, and I was just bawling and like hysterically crying because, as you know, I lost my husband this summer, and my baby's daddy. We lost him in July, but the other day I woke up and I was just really missing him, and he kept showing me images. Like, he has YouTube videos where he sings and stuff, and so when I woke up I was thinking about those, and that's fine, whatever. So I was missing him, and then we were unpacking my daughter's stuff from Vancouver. Like, we had it all shipped back from Vancouver to where we are now, and we were going through some stuff, and she's like, oh, daddy gave me this and daddy gave me that, and I said, oh, that's good, he's with you, right? Like, he's here with you when you're going through that stuff. Anywho, so I'm trying to take her bed apart because I got her a new bed. I go out to the garage and it's his tools I have.
Aww.
So I have his toolbox that I brought back from Vancouver, and I'm going through his tools, and then while I'm doing it, I'm talking to him. I'm like, oh, I can feel you, because I could feel his energy all over his tools.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can feel your energy all over the tools. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, I miss you so much. We miss you so much. I'm saying this in my head, right?
Yes.
And then there was like this lanyard, like a lanyard you wear around your neck.
Yep.
And the keys. Well, he had one from the University of British Columbia where he went to school that he wore all the time with his keys. So it's in there. Anyways, I saw it. I grabbed what I needed. I go to close it. And he goes, no. He goes, stop. Can you please give that lanyard to our daughter, Lily? He's like, she'll really love that. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I opened it back up and got the lanyard, listening to spirit, right? So I got the lanyard for her. And then I close it again. He's like, wait. He's like, I have something for you. It's in the top left part of the toolbox. Like, there's like these little flaps that lift up. So of course I'm like, yeah, right. So I go look in the right side. I'm like, there's nothing in there. Anyways, I lift up the left side. He's like, no, the left side, there's something for you. I lift up the left side, and in there is a single dime.
Oh,
I know. And I just and for me, who talks to spirit all the time, and like, I know that there's signs, and I tell people all the time about these things, but like, in that moment, for that to happen, like, right, exactly, like, for him to say there's something there for you, like a present, not like just a surprise present. This was like, he was telling me to go to that spot, and boom, like, right when I was talking to him, it was like instant. It was like an instant message received.
Yeah,
like
and
an
gratification too, validation. Oh, that is beautiful.
Like instant validation. Anyways, I was bawling. I walk into the house and I'm just bawling. My daughter's like, oh my God, what's wrong?
Oh,
I'm like, oh, nothing. Just, saw your dad, or just talk to your dad. And yeah, it's so awesome when that happens. But at the same time, I'm like, they're so close, but they're so far,
Yes.
It's that feeling of like, oh, he was right there.
And you can sense it and feel it and everything. The analogy of what I use when I'm talking to people or teaching is, those sheer shower curtains that you can kind of see form, through. Yeah. It's kind of that milky sheer kind of color. That's kind of what it's like, that veil. You know that they're there. And there's another analogy I use, and people loved it when I do this. But when you're backing up in your car and you sense something back there, and you can see the shadows, it's like that as well, because something's there. You can't quite make out what the form is, and there's this kind of guessing game going on. That's the best analogy I feel like I can give.
Absolutely. And the thing is too, like, when we come back to like signs and symbols, a sign and symbol can be anything that what it means to you as well, right? So there are general ones that spirit uses all the time, right? So like the coins and flickering the lights, and they use electricity, they use metals like coins, they use feathers, they use birds, they use butterflies, insects, ladybugs, all sorts of ways they communicate, but also anything that's meaningful between you and that person.
Yes.
Right. So it could be a song, it could be a heart, it could be
a jar of pickles.
A jar of pickles.
Yeah, thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Dad. But it's just whatever remind you of that person throughout the day. If you see something and it triggers that person in your mind, that's a
Yes.
visitation. That's a memory that they want to trigger that for you.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
hello, right?
Hi, I love you. And it's all in
Yeah.
divine love. Yes. Bring me some messages. Bring me some messages.
That's a good question. I always forget. And as doing this for a living, we do take it for granted that we know what all the signs and symbols are from spirit.
Yes.
So then
And you're
I
just
give
like,
readings
thank
and I'm
you,
like, well,
thank you.
da, da,
Awesome.
da.
Thank you. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I didn't know. They're like, yeah, I find dimes all the time. I had no idea that was from somebody.
Oh.
Right? Like once you alert them to the symbol, they're like, oh my goodness, of course that happens all the time.
Yep.
But they didn't put two and two together. So that's why it's really nice to, talk to your friends, talk to your psychic friends.
Well, that too, but also trusting. Trusting is huge because you have to have that trust within yourself instead of that wishy-washy, oh, yeah, right, whatever. That's not really, no, that's just coincidence. No, that really is, especially if you had just been wanting to hear them, feel them, you were thinking about them. So if something pops up into 3D in your human form where you're at, whether it's a song on a radio, it's a dime, it's a feather, that is a message. Bar none, it's a message.
Absolutely. And even that, not only that, you can ask for, remember we've talked about this before, where you can ask for validation from spirit, from
Oh,
the universe,
yes.
like, okay, if I'm supposed to do such and such, send me this, right? Within the next 20, mine is always like, if I'm supposed to do this and this and this, send me a rose within 24 hours. Like it'll be something like that. But people have to remember it could be a physical rose, it could be a picture of a rose, it could be a fake rose, like who knows? You don't know how it's going to come. Don't go looking for it, but it'll appear, right? Like, but I like giving them a time limit.
All right, you got
because
24
I'm bossy
hours.
Like that.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, you got 24 hours to make my decision for me.
All right, I just asked Spirit a question that I'm not going to say on air, and I will let you know if it comes true.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Within 24 hours, if it's supposed to, if I'm supposed to do it, Spirit has to send me a yellow rose.
Oh,
yep.
Right on.
Yes.
I gotta, and the funniest thing is I forget to do stuff like that for myself all the time.
Me too. And now okay, love, what's happening right now inside my body? Oh, snap. Oh my God. What if I do see a rose, then I have to follow through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So
that would be a good one.
This girl's going to be calling you going, oh my God, what do I do?
Uh-oh. Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, careful what you wish for or ask for. But I need to have that support and that validation from my angels and my guides and the divine, however you want to label that, and say, all right, if that's what, then y'all need to support me and really show me validation because I need that support and love for sure. I mean, they're always there, but I want the validation. I want
for sure. It's all about the validation. And the thing is like I validate for people every day what's going on for them and their spirits. And then I forget to validate for myself. I'm horrible. I'm like, yeah, you should do this and this and this and try this tool. And then I'm like, oh, what am I doing with my life? And I forget to ask.
Oh, well, yeah, that's me too. Both dancing between
that whole team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dancing between the 3D and the 5D because I've got all these 3D tools. And then, oh, that's right, 5D, I can talk to them too. And yeah, it's this whole heightened awareness. All right, we are going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we are going to answer a couple more questions that were on the Facebook. So if you've got questions, you can go to my Facebook page or, the Gratitude Cafe or Nadine Greca's Facebook page and ask the questions, and we will answer them on here. That is also if you don't want to call or you're not going to call, I don't know, whatever, but you can call 1-888-298-5569 or locally 425-373-5527. Sue Lundquist here with Gratitude Cafe with the wonderful Nadine Greca. We will be right back. Hey guys, Sue Lundquist here. I am your bridge coach. That means I bridge spirituality with practicality. I am here today to talk about my 16-day challenge. If you are looking to improve on trusting yourself, reclaiming your power, creating more confidence, speaking your truth, and really getting clear on what that even means and looks like in your life, this is the opportunity for you. Go to SueLundquist.com, scroll down to the 16-day challenge, and let's get you signed up. My next 16-day challenge is January 1. Go to SueLundquist.com. Hey guys, Sue Lundquist here, the Bridge Coach, where spirituality meets practicality. That means it is my unique ability to bridge together the practical 3D with the spiritual 5D to create an explosive personal transformation. That can show up in confidence, purpose, speaking your truth, trusting in what you say and how you're showing up in this world. If all of this sounds good to you, go to SueLundquist.com for your free 15-minute phone conversation. Let's see if we're a good match. Go to SueLundquist.com and make an appointment.
Hi, this is Dr. Joe Dispenza. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a nonprofit organization called Give to Give. The Give to Give Foundation was created by a group of people who have studied my work or have participated in my workshops around the world. And by applying the principles of mind over matter and the mind-body connection, they've created outstanding changes in their lives or in their health, and they wanted to give back. The organization is dedicated to providing the proper resources to those people in need to gain the opportunity to learn exactly how to change their body or their lives. If you want to learn more about the Give to Give Foundation, or you know someone that needs help, or you simply want to make a donation, visit givetogive.com. Those who give don't always know how to love. Those who love always know how to give. Thank you.
Following the herd is fine until they lead you off a cliff. Think for yourself. Alternative Talk, 1158.
Take it off, people. Shake it off. Literally, that's a really, really good metaphor for clearing and cutting the cords and shaking off your yayas. For me, I go exercise and get Sueism.
Go back to the yaya part.
I think I'm
Talk
gonna
about your
go back.
yayas.
Go back to my yaya. Talking
Alrighty
about my
then.
yayas and my
I don't know.
hoo-haws and my.
Whoa.
Oh!
Whoa!
I don't know what a yaya is. I'm like, how do you shake off your yayas?
Your attitudes, your
Oh.
angst, your stuff.
Kids in their language today.
Wait a minute. No, you taught me
I don't
some
wanna
new
go there anymore. I'm
language.
done.
You taught me some new.
We're
not going to go there. Okay.
Can't say it on the air.
All righty. You guys, welcome back. Sue Lundquist here with the Gratitude Cafe. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yes, we are goofy. We're taking calls. We're answering your questions, and you can call us at 1-888-298-5569. I was going super fast leading into the commercial break, and I wanted to slow down because my wonderful producer told me I had to.
Thank you.
1-888-298-5569 and locally 425-373-5527. All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Miss Nadine, lovely. How are you? Long time.
I was just thinking, we both of us, I think, talk really, really fast, and we get going really, really fast. Because when spirit's around, it's a very fast and, a high and fast frequency. So we're vibrating really, really, really fast and high. And I know I have to slow myself down because spirit energy makes me go like that, really, really, really fast all the time. And even when I'm sitting across from my clients, I'm like, whoa, slow down, Nadine, because I'm trying to get the information they're giving me as fast as I can get it out my mouth, because they're showing it to me even faster than I could ever talk. I'm missing certain things because I can only get so much out so fast.
Very true. A lot going on in the head and trying to communicate the mouth. Yes, I get it.
And you're trying to talk, when you're talking to clients, you're talking to them at the same time as you are, what is going on here?
I don't know, honey.
Yeah,
What is going
sorry,
on?
my phone's being stupid.
Okay.
Or I am one of the two.
All right. You
Silly,
had a
I should say.
question. I pulled a card.
Yes. So, okay. So Nicole from Saskatoon
Yes.
was wondering about her career. She wanted to pull a card about her career and what her next move will be.
Well, it's time for collaboration. So literally time for collaboration. I pulled a card, and you know how much I love Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle cards. I love working with the animals. I love talking to animals in, regular 3D here, but I love her deck with the animal spirits. That's what I happen to be using. So, Nicole, I pulled a card, and the number one, the ants, the puzzle pieces, they're all coming together. And it is time to collaborate. So, when Spirit Ant comes to visit, it's to celebrate the benefits of working in partnership with others as a part of a community and a tribe. You know what? This is really important for me to hear right now, too, because I've got a lot of collaboration happening behind the scenes with the 16-Day Craziness Clarity Challenge. So thank you very much for doing this and bringing this to the forefront, Nicole. Thank you. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnerships, the one you have with Spirit. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with Spirit. So with others in 3D form, that's human form, and with others, your spirit, what you're divine, keeping focused on that 5D. So remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build your life that you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful right now, as it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. That's so true. The other message and Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and, big one here, receive it. Whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you, everything is working to support you right now. So this was a huge validating message for me. I don't know about Nicole. I hope you're listening, but this was huge for me. So thank you again for bringing it up. But I think this is really, really important that you are setting the foundation in 3D. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing and keeping your intention and your intended outcome and hyper-focused on that, and knowing, keeping hyper-focused on that in the sense that I'm going to keep doing the 3D actions of moving forward, your daily work and tasks, but also surrendering the energies to the divine so you can, hand it off to them. Did I communicate that effectively, Nadine?
Absolutely. And that's a big one I needed to hear too,
Yeah.
because I'm like, that makes sense for me. I have a really hard time asking for and accepting help.
Okay, so the next question, this is funny. It says here, so the protection message, do you really believe that you have to do everything yourself? No,
Yes,
but I'll
Sue, I
try.
really do believe that. No, but I sure will try.
I absolutely will. And things will fall out of place, or things won't get done, or it won't be in integrity because there's the wrong kind of frequency behind the request or the action. So, I love it. Jessica Butt says, don't do the stuff you suck at. Just don't do it. Hand it off. Get a tribe. Get people around you that are going to help you. My tribe, wonderful Superman right here, Benny, in the studio. He's part of my tribe. Josh Parkinson behind the scenes with all the website and everything. It's part of my tribe. It's incredible. So thank you to everybody. Nadine, did you want to say something, love?
Well, yeah, I wanted to say, I'm getting way better at that. But before, it used to be really hard for me to ask for help for anything, anything, like even around my household, even like to ask my kid to do the dishes and stuff. Like, I'm so used to being...
not me for that. No, not that.
No, but but I guess because I've been so independent from a really young age, like super, super independent, where I was like, okay, it's me against the world, like that kind of personality. And I've always been in the helper role versus being helped. role,
Yes,
right? So I
yes,
always have
yes.
that, like, that I'm strong, I'm capable, I'll help you, but I'll avoid my own stuff at the same time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then it's like, oh, no, no, I won't ask you for help, but it's okay if you ask me for help. But no, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I always, but now I'm learning that, okay, it's okay to accept help. It's learning to be accepting of help, right? It's almost like when someone gives you a gift and you have to learn to accept a gift because you don't know how, or
Oh,
compliments or whatever
yes,
it is,
yes.
right? So those are things I really, I had to learn to accept compliments. I had to learn to accept gifts, like, because I was so fiercely independent from such a young age, like very much on my own, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning that, though, like still learning how to hand things off to people who will be better for it, or like, paying somebody to do something for me because I could be spending my time on something I'm better at, or you know what I
Yes.
mean. So I am really, that's a huge thing.
Huge. And also being
Huge.
vulnerable, allowing yourself to be in a vulnerable state to have that receivership. And Nicole, going to, because this question was based out of work. So
Hmm.
reach out to people in your community and see where there is work that's available. Get really clear on what you want to do, really get clear on that. And then reach out to the people around you and say, this is what I'm best at. This is what I really want to do, and do it, right? And ask questions, get involved with your community, and really ask them if there's any jobs around you, and trusting in that, and trusting in your partnership with the tribe and spirit, right?
Right. And even like, even just being part of a team, like, or it doesn't even have to be career wise of being a team, but just having a really supportive group of friends, or your
Yes.
soul tribe around you to support you in whatever you're doing. That's
Yes.
still very nice to have around you for a career or otherwise, right? But it's really, I was just going to say, because Spirit's telling me to remind people of this, that just because this reading is specifically for Nicole, it doesn't mean it's specifically for Nicole. So anyone out there who is
Yes.
hearing this message right now and it's ringing true for them, please know that that message is for you as well.
Yep. Reach out and communicate. Please, please, please. Be vulnerable. But and I'm going to put a disclaimer here, because I know vulnerability, and Nadine, you were just speaking to this. Vulnerability can be a challenge. Being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, but if you are standing in the true love for yourself, and the true love and protecting yourself, and truly communicating from an authentic, loving space on taking care of yourself, that vulnerability will be honored. And if that person in front of you is not honoring it, that's not the person you should be talking to. Did I communicate that effectively?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. So if they're not honoring that vulnerability and that tenderness in you, that's not the right person that you should be talking to, period. Even if it's somebody that's from your tribe. If maybe they're having an off day, maybe they don't have the bandwidth to listen to that or to support you in that manner. Who knows? Everybody's got their own, I say, challenges, but does that make sense? I want to make sure I'm communicating that. I
Yeah,
love,
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, and knowing who's like, knowing who's supportive of you, even if it's, that day or whatever. But like, the people in my tribe are pretty awesome. Like, they're
Oh,
supportive at any time of any day, right? And and it's being willing to utilize that as well, right? Like, I know
yes.
I have a beautiful tribe, and I know I have beautiful friends, and for me to remember that, and to to use that to my benefit sometimes, because lots of times I'm like, no, I'm good, and I won't even ask or try or vent or anything, and I forget that I'm like, no, and then I have to remind myself, no, I have support. Like, I have beautiful people who will help me with this situation.
Yep.
I just need to reach out.
Yep. Reach out to your community. That's what the ant spirit, collaborate, reach out, and trust in that.
Teamwork.
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 Teamwork. All right. Do we have another question, honey?
I do. I have, this one comes from Katie in Edmonton, and she asks, what is the best way to get rid of negative energy?
Oh, get your
Oh,
yayas out.
these, these are some tough questions right
They
out the gate.
are.
They're
I
good questions.
love
They're juicy
them.
ones,
They are.
really
Oh, are
juicy
you
ones.
using a suism? A juicy
I
one.
always use suisms. It's infective and contagious. And I can't help it because it's so wonderful.
Oh, good. And I love it.
There's so
'cause
many the Sueisms from Sue Bill.
that's right. Sueville and the Farmville or something. I can't remember what we were calling
The
it. But
Zooville. I'm the
Zooville.
Zooville.
The Zooville. All right, I forgot the question because you said it was
Okay,
juicy.
so what's the best way to get rid of negative energy? So this could be negative energy, I'm assuming, in your home, your office, your life, your body, your space. I'm not sure. So it's just negative energy
Well,
in
obviously,
general.
yeah, cutting cords for your
Big
body,
one.
huge. You know what I do every year? A few times a year is I open all the windows in the house. And I like, especially when it's windy right now, and I let the wind carry all the energy out. Saging, that's a really good one. Taking a high pitched if you don't have a high pitched bell, you can use the backsides of spoons and vibrate that frequency.
Ooh.
Tap the back of spoons in the corners of your house. And as you do that, just say releasing all energy. Only love and, gratitude is permitted in the house. Whatever language you want to use. And say a little prayer and open it all up and let it out.
Yeah, windows open is
Yep.
very important, I find. I like to,
Oh,
even if it's cold though, even just a crack, just to let some of the energy out. Water's a good one. Like
yes.
having like a bowl of water will absorb negative energy, and you can dump the water down the drain or
Yes.
whatever, change the water in the place.
Do you
Yeah,
use
that's another
regular
good
water
one.
or salt water?
Salt water is
Yeah.
preferred for
Yeah,
sure.
preferred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can have water with crystals in it. Like if you have certain crystals that can
Like
go in
rose
there, I do
quartz
that.
and stuff. Okay.
Rose quartz or clear quartz
Okay.
and dump the water. That's a good one. But
Dump the
yeah,
water.
definitely like saging, smudging, yeah, any drumming's a good one too. Like how you take
Grounding. Yes.
grounding.
As in bare feet. And this is a tactic and a tool that I use for myself and the participants or people that come and talk to me about coaching and stuff. Instead of walking forward, I want you to barefoot and walk backwards because you're so in your body and focused on where you're going that you're grounding because it's a habit to walk forwards, right? Yeah, it's just your
Right,
muscle.
you can
Yeah.
do it without even thinking.
Yes. I want you thinking in the aspect of grounding. I want you really conscious and aware. That's what I mean. From a heart-centered spot, not in your brain, but being hyper aware of where your feet are going, really feel and sense the grass and smell the mud, all of that, and just literally feel a white vein going down to the earth and coming back up and re-energizing you. Meditation is another really good one as well. Getting into a heart-centered meditation. It's really good.
Absolutely. So when you're walking backwards, are you looking backwards or you're
No,
just like
close
you're
your eyes.
just
This isn't like running backwards. It's literally
yeah, no, like yeah, that's
methodically,
right. You're,
slowly. Disclaimer,
well,
people, I don't want all of you
am I
running
like
backwards.
looking where I'm going or
No, it's just nice and easy, little baby steps because you're really hyper aware of where your body is, where your senses, because you're activating them all because you don't normally walk backwards. I mean,
Right.
I typically don't normally walk backwards, but if you want to seriously ground and get out of a habit, do that because a habit is walking forward. You're always walking. Your body, memory, all that. So take your shoes off, take slow steps backwards, smell, sense, all of it, activate it all, be in hyper awareness.
But even writing with your non-dominant hand is another one too, isn't
Oh, I
it?
forgot about that. Yeah. Like doodles.
I just
Doodles.
Yeah,
and-
like using you're right-handed, try writing with your left and things
Yes.
like that to try because it really brings you into to focus on your body because it's not automatic.
Yes. Or you know what else? Automatic writing,
I love automatic writing.
where you just dump and just go because you get it all out.
So that's a good way to
one.
get rid of negative energy out of your head.
Yes.
Like if you have negative self-talk or negative, like something's just going round and round, ruminating on your mind,
Yes.
spit it out onto paper, get it out of your head.
Yes.
That's
sure.
one of the best ways to relieve it.
Get it out of there. And then replace it with something juicy for the
Juicy.
juicy. Loving and juicy and beautiful. Yes. What else? Do we have any other questions, darling?
Well, crystals can be a good way too, right? To clear the energy of a room. Lots of people
yes.
like crystals.
Crystals are good. Do you have a specific crystal that you like? I know heart rose crystals are pretty prominent in my life.
Well, I
Activating the
use
heart.
like it depends. Like I use the different ones for chakras and stuff depending on the chakra, but I like obsidian myself for grounding
Okay.
because I can't. What's the other one? Hematite. I can't use hematite. Hematite's really grounding, but for me, it makes my veins hurt.
Well, I would stay away from that one then, dear.
Isn't that the weirdest thing ever? But
Oh,
like when I hold on to hematite, it like literally I can feel it like shooting up my arms, and it's not
that's
comfortable.
not
Like
comfortable. No.
it's like it's too strong for me. So also for people, feel out your crystals. Don't just go grab something because of what it says.
Oh,
Like make sure
yeah.
you get
Yeah,
make sure you get a yes or no
for
kind of
sure.
thing. My favorite thing, I know this is kind of off topic, but in Vancouver, we have like beautiful, huge crystal stores, right? Where you can go in there and the whole store is full of crystals. Anyways, what I used to do is like, I'd have something on my mind, like, okay, I really want a crystal that helps me with such and such, let's say. And I would go in there and I wouldn't know what crystal I was looking for and I wouldn't read any of them. And I would just go in there and I'd feel out, using my intuition, I would feel out which crystal was supposed to come home for me. And I am telling you, 10 times out of 10, when I look up the meaning for that crystal, it would be exactly what I needed.
What you needed. I love it. There's a black one that was, I'd have to go look it up, but it was the same reaction that you had. I'm like, oh no, no,
Hmm.
no, I can't be having this on me. It's like a black, really slick.
Like an onyx,
Maybe it
maybe?
was
Or it could,
onyx or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I couldn't have it on me. I don't know now.
Yeah.
And
It's
you,
weird, right?
yeah, yeah. So, and that's a good awareness and observation for you, audience, that not all shoes fit, not all crystals fit. So and I even had a pendulum literally fly out of my hand. Nope, this
Yeah.
one's not for you. I'm like, oh, you
And some people,
hurt me.
but not, but having said that, some people can't, pendulums are not for them at all.
Yeah, nope.
Like some people are like, nope, they won't work for me, or like I can't. Your tools will come to you.
Yep.
Even with cards, right? Like even when you're like cards is a tool, your deck will find you.
Yes.
Your pendulum will find you, right? You'll know when it's time, and you'll know what your tools are. You just got to trust that intuition. It's all trust all the time.
It's trust and awareness. You have to have that awareness
Yes.
and that, you guys have heard me talk about this, and Nadine, you have as well, that, okay, why is Nicole keep popping up? Are you getting anything with Nicole, like a grandma or a sister? What's going on with Nicole's sister? Do you know
I'm not.
Nicole?
No, I don't know. I don't know her, but it's okay. Whatever you're feeling, she's going to be listening. So just whatever you're feeling,
Hmm.
just let it go, and I'll see if I'll get confirmation from her after.
Well, I keep hearing sister, but grandma is here. Like
Mm-hmm.
female, like a grandma, like she feels like it's a grandma, but she keeps talking about sister. What's going on with sister and the flowers? She's worried about sister and
Okay.
something about the flowers. Not
Well, I'm
worried,
picking.
like um she's just concerned. Will you check in with sister kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah, and I feel well. My feeling too is that I think she has a sister who's sick. Like there's something
Oh, okay.
health concerns
Okay.
going on. So I feel the same thing. So I think grandma's worried about her sister's health. So meaning
Okay.
that I think Nicole is also worried about her sister's health.
Yeah, every time I wanted to say Nadine, Grandma kept saying, no, say Nicole, Nicole. And I was going to say Nadine again, and I have to literally, and Nicole keeps coming up. So there's something. Nicole, I hope you're listening to this. Grandma's there.
Yeah,
She loves you very much, but check on sis, and just trust that you have all the support that you need. And bring in the community. Ask the
perfect.
community for help, for sure.
Perfect. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that I feel that too. It's about teamwork.
Yeah.
Like
Something's
she
going
needs
on
it
with
may been
tummy.
health professionals, or there's
Yeah.
something with the health concerns.
Yeah, my tummy and my lowards are very uncomfortable, like my tummy and my like second chakra area. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know if that's Nicole, that's you with guilt or frustration coming up or what that is, and something with the stomach with sister.
Yeah.
And without anybody here, I can't ask the question. So I'm just kind of blindly
Right.
shooting it out
But that's
at
okay.
you.
That's good. It's good to be able to just, then you're just pure spirit.
Yeah.
And you just it's hard when you're not having validation, but you just got to talk it out,
Yeah.
right?
Completely
Just throw it
talk
out there, even though we're not getting an answer back. You just got to throw it out there, because that's 100% trust, Sue.
Yee. Yes.
100% trust and 100% awareness without the cards, right? So
Yeah.
that's a leap.
Yeah.
It's quite the leap when you don't have the cards. Are always amazing validation, but to just leap forward with messages without having that person to validate right away is a huge leap of faith.
Yeah,
And it's a good one. It's good practice.
it is. She's saying, look for the flowers, Nicole. Grandma says, look for the flowers.
Yeah.
I don't know what message in the flowers it is for you that Grandma says that you would understand. But yeah, look at the flowers. Look for the flowers. The flowers have the
Awesome.
message that you're looking for. Well, that was
Yeah,
yummy. Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah, you never know when they're going to pop in. That's for sure.
No, you don't. I love it. Well, I'm excited. I'm really excited to for the new year, and we're going to take a week off because I'm going to be a week, 2 weeks off because I'm going to be submerging myself with Dr. Joe Dispenza and his tribe and facilitating my team of 60 plus people and loving on them and getting some love myself. So I'm really excited. If you guys want more information about Dr. Joe Dispenza, go to drjoedispenza.com. You can find a bunch of free resources about him and his teachings on YouTube. Remind all of you about the 16-day Craziness to Clarity Challenge. Do you want trusting in self, personal boundaries, reclaiming your power, personal power? What does that even look like? Gaining clarity on your personal value, and that translates into confidence. That confidence will then translate into a better relationship with self and others and a possible pay raise, whatever that looks like. So getting really clear, having that awareness. And me for 16 days one-on-one, that would be good. So go to SueLundquist.com, sign up for the 16-day Craziness Clarity Challenge. I highly recommend you do it before December 10th because it is $100 off. So take advantage of that generosity and do that. Nadine, what have you got coming up, love?
How many more minutes do we have left?
We've got about 3 minutes.
Okay, I have a quick question for myself.
Yes, love.
Can you pull a card in regards to my mother? Because I have some concerns with her right now, like health concerns with her and like kind of next step concerns with her. And I really would like to know what's my next move, I guess, or what's going to happen.
So before you asked, this is the card that popped out, and I went to shuffle the cards. And they said, no, pull this one because this is what she needs to hear. Because what I did is I was wrapping my deck up, and I'm like, okay, I'll read about this for myself later. And they said, no, don't shuffle. It's this card that she needs to hear. And I love this because my team for Dr. Joe Dispenza is the Ivory Panteras, which is Ivory Panthers. And the Panther spirit came back up. This is that's the card that I have. And she talks about reclaiming your power. It takes courage to face the challenges right now. Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is time to take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as if you have never spoken before. Act, I would say boundaries, my friend. Act as you have always dreamed. You might have the courage to act. Love fiercely and fully and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you initiate into a new, braver, bolder self. Panther Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving away to that first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes, and your soul wants this. Be bold.
Yum.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
You know
That's a good one.
Yep. I was shuffling and they said, no, read that one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, baby.
Okay.
And they say
it.
there's another protection. If you're feeling shaky because you have made a bold move and you have not seen the confirmations yet, everything's going to work out. Just keep your intended outcome. Don't be afraid. Trust in the power that's rising within you. Just keep that faith. Keep that intended outcome. and keep that frequency, right? Keep that frequency. That's a really good message for me too. All right, lovely ones. You guys can find Nadine Greca on Facebook. Please give her a call, SueLundquist.com. I will see you guys in a bit. Love you so much. Each of you are a gift. Get out there and share yourself with the world.
If you like the show, help more people find us by adding your review of the show on iTunes. The more reviews we get, the more people we can reach with this inspiring message on the Gratitude Cafe. Simply search for Gratitude Cafe in iTunes, hit subscribe, and add your honest review. It would help us immensely and we'll be forever grateful. It's one of the best ways you can give back to the show with your review. Thanks for tuning in to the Gratitude Cafe. Don't forget, every week is a new show, and you could submit your questions at SueLundquist.com/Gratitude Cafe. The show goes live at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Seattle on Seattle's Alternative Talk AM 1150. You can also call in to the show at 425-373-5527 or 888-298-5569. Find the live streaming link at SueLundquist.com/Gratitude Cafe. We'll see you next week.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other advertisers. Contests are the responsibility of the host of this program and not KKNW. This is Alternative Talk 1150 AM, KKNW Seattle, and KNUC 98.9 HD3 Seattle.
And good morning to you. Benny Mathers here for a look at your Alternative Talk AM 1150 traffic update for Around the Sound. Started things off over an I-5 northbound.